Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do a reread review of Utsubora, the story of a novelist by Asumiko Nakamura. I read this years ago when it first came out and found it to be very confusing. I did enjoy it, really liked it, but I was very confused and I can't remember how many times I've read this, if it's only been 2 times or if I may have read it again at some point in between these past few years. Can't remember. But I know for sure I've read it at least twice because I read it again recently. Um, and this time I understood much more of this. So I enjoyed it a lot better and feel like now I can actually do a legitimate review on this story. I think it's a 2-in-1 technically, but this is complete in this one volume. It's put out by Verticle. It is the story of a novelist. He is It starts off with a woman dying. We don't know much about this woman, and then we see our main character, who is a man he's probably in his 40s, I would think, and maybe older than that, but anyway, middle-aged man who is a novelist, and he's writing a story called Utsubora. And you quickly find out that he may not be the actual author of Utsubora. And so it then goes into a very kind of psychological, twisted story about who the woman who jumped off the building is, and how our main character, is related to her. And it's and then it follows his editor as well, who's getting a little skeptical about what's going on and is trying to unravel the mystery of who may actually is he the author of Utsubora? Is there somebody else behind the scenes? And if there is, then who is that? Our main character lives with his niece, who's, I think she's like 19 or 20. Maybe she's 18, somewhere around that, young adult anyway. And she sees her uncle as this amazing, novelist, this amazing man that she really enjoys his company. And you kind of see her being a little oblivious to everything that's going on. And yeah, there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of players in this mystery, and as it goes on, you're unraveling, what actually is happening. It's very well done. For me, at least, took at least 2 reads to understand fully what happened, because it is quite confusing if you're not very closely paying attention. But I enjoy it. I love Asumiko Nakamura's works. Classmates is a good one. Maiden Railways is very good. This is very different from those ones. This is one of her darker stories, which I really hope we get more of in English, because a lot of her other stuff looks very intriguing as well, and I really hope we get more, because Utsubora is very well done, and if you like darker, kind of twisted psychological stories, this is a very good one. And her art just like fits that sort of vibe. There's our main character here, and then there's his niece. She's very cute. This one is quite sexually explicit, so be forewarned about that, since a lot of the other works that we've gotten in English were not very explicit. And then there's his editor there as well. But her character designs are just gorgeous. I really like it. Anyway, if you like psychological kind of, I wouldn't say thriller, but just mystery, unraveling. I believe this is a josei title as well. It's just really well done, and I highly recommend picking it up if you have not read it already, or if you haven't picked it up already. If you've read Utsubora, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Try to keep spoilers out, because this is very much something that you don't want to have. It's better to go in without knowing much about it, and just kind of let the story take you along on its journey. So anyway, thank you for watching.